Hello everyone, welcome to Dorothy Chia Piano, where I talk about all things piano teaching and piano learning. So today we're going to look at the fifth finger. I know the last time I did a video on technique, there was a lot of interest on the individual fingers. So today's video will be talking about the fifth finger. Let's begin. The fifth finger is a short finger. So most of us, the fifth finger will be the shortest finger besides the thumb. The thumb is anatomically structured a bit differently from the rest of the fingers, but 2, 3, 4, 5 actually has the same anatomy connected to the hands. Now, but in terms of length, this fifth finger is the shortest. And the way to resolve that when you play the piano is to actually round up the fingers, and then that makes all the fingers the same level. Now, common mistakes that I see with children starting out on the piano is that because the fifth finger, you need to rely on this muscle here, okay, to hold the hand shape up. So when the students don't squeeze this fleshy part of the muscle, the hand here, all right, what happens is then this finger tends to collapse, and if they are not made aware by the piano teacher to have a bridge here where this supports the hand shape rather than collapse like this, then it leads to uneven sound. Okay, so common mistakes that we see with young beginners is to compensate for that fifth finger. Yeah, sometimes we see them using the arm. So then what they end up doing is pumping their wrist or pumping the whole hand. So they might play well on the first 4 fingers, and when it comes to finger 5, suddenly to get that sound, they just collapsed. Alright? And so you can hear it's a bump on the note because suddenly the source of energy is not the same as the other 4 fingers, so they rely on tipping down. So it could tip this way, alright? Or sometimes what you see them do is they do a karate chop, chop, okay? So they will turn to the side and then use the side of the finger to make the same level of sound. Okay, so what they want to do is they hear the sound, right? But because the fifth finger is so small, in their brains they think, no, I got not enough strength. So to get the same level of loudness, they rely on pumping it down or do a karate chop and go sideways. So teachers need to ingrain in the kids and maybe play a few games that just as the other fingers stand at the tip, the fifth finger also stands at the tip. But to do that, they need to squeeze this muscle here, all right? So if they don't squeeze this, then what happens is then they just flop downwards and it becomes a bad habit. So once students are not corrected at the start, then this carries through in their intermediate level and advanced level, and it leads to very uneven scale playing. Imagine having to, and every time they come to fifth finger, there is that bump in the sound. Okay, so I hope this has been helpful. Do get back to me about how your students are coping with the use of their fifth finger. So till the next week, bye-bye.